Are you planning to travel to the Philippines for vacation or for business purposes and you want to know the latest travel protocol? Let us take a look and know what are the latest travel protocols and the frequently asked questions by our travelers who would like to fly back to the Philippines. Watch this video and find out. A great day to each and everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Jamey Iris Talk TV, where we discuss, we talk, and we chat different topics regarding travel, as well as anything related, any topic that will be related for you to be prepared when you actually fly to the Philippines. My name is Jamey Iris, and I will be your TV host. I will tell you more about the information that will be very helpful for you when you fly back to the Philippines. And also, in this episode, we will be discussing some of the answers to the questions that our subscribers actually usually ask, especially related to their plans in flying back to the Philippines. So for this episode, I simply want to say welcome everyone. And if this is your first time to travel to the Philippines, I just simply want to say again, I'm glad that you are in my channel and I'm inviting you to please subscribe to my channel so that you'll get to know more information every time I post my videos. And to all my subscribers, welcome back and thank you for always watching our videos. Now, before we answer some of the questions, let us just say thank you and read also the messages of some of our subscribers. From Beth Sajul, thank you po. Watching from Saudi, God bless. And then from Noel Barrientos, hi, Madam Jamey, how are you? Stay safe always and thank you for always updating us. So for Beth and Noel, you are almost welcome and I am simply so glad to help all of you and keeping you updated. From ERD Maano, he said that Miss Jamey, good morning. Over the period when developments over the transitioning IATF protocols on arrivals of inbound travelers were still uncertain, I would like to compliment you and equally other vloggers for a job well done. My sincerest thanks. What may be substantially tackled at this point are updates of relevant tourist destinations. I've been following up on Aurora province where Baler is. It is known that the entry into Aurora are quite stiff and strict. Could you please verify on their recent protocols? Thanks, Ms. Jamey. First and foremost, I just simply want to extend also my appreciation to you for acknowledging the effort that I have exerted, as well as the other vloggers who keeps you and the rest of the travelers arriving in the Philippines updated. Thank you. That really means a lot to me and to all of us. And to answer your question or your concern first, a great suggestion indeed. And that is something that we look forward to give you in my channel as we actually discuss. Now, the restrictions are not as strict as before, so we will give you more information regarding provinces on what they are requiring so that at least you will also know more about it. Now, for your particular question regarding Aurora, Baler, let me help you about that. So first and foremost, I would like to share to you an application, or actually it's a site that seems to function like an app, but it's not an app that you can download on the phone, but at least it will help you find information, updated information regarding a certain town. Now, this is for ER, and to all who's watching, again, if you are a foreigner or a balikbayan, you can also use this, and even Filipinos can actually use this. So this is what you can find and where you can find it. Oh, by the way, if there are some Filipinos wondering why is this video in English, it is simply because this video is made specially for our foreign nationals who, have some questions and they definitely can understand clearly if we will answer them in the English language. But then again, fellow Filipinos, if you want the question and answer in Tagalog, you can always watch my Tagalog Q&A or frequently asked questions. So if you want the videos in Tagalog, you can always watch my Tagalog videos. But please feel free, join us in this video so that you can know also the other queries or questions of our subscribers and viewers that they are usually asked in the English language. So ER, let me show you and guide you regarding how you can find out the information regarding Baler, Aurora, and at the same time, all the viewers, you may use this too if there's particular provinces that you want to go to in the Philippines or planning to go for vacation. So this is what you can do, ER. So first and foremost, you can go to the onehealthpass.com.ph website. Just click OK. Now this time, we will just scroll down, and once you see S-Pass service, so you can actually click this. And then we can see the updated information regarding the restrictions for a certain province. Now, in this example, we will type Aurora. Let's type Baler. Now, for this video, I will not show you yet how to register for S-Pass. I'll create another video that will tell you how to actually access and register for S-Pass. Again, you will need this once you travel in the provinces. So first is let us just check the restriction. So after typing Baler, you will see that it will tell you what LGU is it. So let us just take a look. So LGU travel policy table. So restricted, it means you need to what we call the TCP or the travel coordination permit. And then for unrestricted, it needs no TCP. Unrestricted but passing through restricted, you need the travel pass through permit or TPP. Now all of this, okay, you can actually access or you can use S-Pass in order for you to travel to that place. But then again, I will discuss all of this in details in my other video where I will prepare for you, and it's all about S-Pass. But for now, let us just simply answer the question of ER. Now for Baler, it says that the LGU Aurora, it's restricted. So if it's restricted, you will need ER, travel coordination permit. So just like what you've mentioned, yes, you are correct. Indeed, the restrictions in Aurora is still restricted or quite strict nowadays. So will you be required to use S-Pass? The answer is yes. Now, in what way? So let us you will simply have to click details, and it will actually prompt you to go to this page. Now, from this page, you will see it's in Baler, Aurora. Contact details, you can also see it from here. Now, take note, it says all requirements shall be uploaded and saved in the traveler's S-Pass account, which shall generate an S-Pass QR code, and once approved, that can be downloaded or printed to be presented upon entry. So again, the S-Pass is what you can use so that you can enter Baler, Aurora, or the provinces that you will be searching once you create or make your own search to the viewers who are watching right now. Reminder. So it says this is what you have to know regarding S-Pass. So let me translate this in English, everyone. So it says here, in applying for S-Pass, you must make sure that you choose local or foreign tourist. Now, the default, you just simply have to type traveler. So you will actually choose either local Filipino worker or foreign national. Now, there are so many people who are committing error when it comes to this. So if you will be actually entering Aurora, you have to actually book, for example, in a resort or hotel so that you can relax and enjoy. Then, therefore, you will be included to the classification of tourist. So therefore, you are not APOR or not Gov APOR or student, which actually is the common error that is chosen as the classification of traveler. So again, everyone, you could either be a local or foreign tourist. Now, if you will simply be enjoying in a resort, so that will be still fall under local tourists. Please do not choose APOR, non-gov APOR, or student, which is the common challenge or the error that is committed as per the reminder. Number two, it says all travelers who will be actually using a public utility vehicle like the bus. So please just make sure the transport type that you will choose is public, and you simply have to type in, for example, will you be traveling through the Genesis bus? So please type the name of the bus provider itself. Number three, if you will be a resident who will be going back to the municipality of Aurora, for example, Kasiguran, Aurora, so based on MGLU EO 2022-01, all the residents that are going back to their own hometown, you have to apply for the SPAS Travel Coordination Permit, or TCP. Now, for the faster approval of the SPAS travel application, please coordinate to the following. Hometown that you will be going to. So contact number for tourists only for SPAS. So these are the contact numbers, everyone, so that at least they could give you the pass that you would need. So we have for Baler. So this is the contact number for Smart, 0907-085-7947. If it's a Globe number, that will be 0966-560-9375. Now, again, if that is for Baler, for Dipakulaw, Dinadiyawan, 0961-775-7535, or Dinglaan, that will be again for Smart, 0938-731-3167, or for Globe, that's 0935-315-5453. Now, if you would like to contact, on the other hand, for example, for those who will be using the public utility vehicle and you are not a tourist but you are a resident, for example, of Kasiguran, this means you can actually use the SPAS only. Now, what are the required provincial checkpoint travel documents for other types of traveler? Now, based on the PGA Executive Order number 2021-0040, the implementation of the new travel guidelines for all travelers passing through the provincial control points, or PCPs, in Sitio Canilay, San Juan, and Barangay Villa, both in Maria, Aurora, Barangay Kalawakan in Dipakulaw, and Barangay Tanawan in Dinglaan, you shall present the following documents before allowed entry. Now, the APORs, what it means is authorized person outside residence from the national government agencies and their attached agencies, SUCs, GFIS, provincial and municipal offices of Aurora Province. You have to present your valid ID and or travel order on itinerary of travel. For returning residents who have no valid ID as proof of residency in the province of Aurora with the intent to stay for 24 hours or less, any government-issued company ID, school ID, and letter or certificate of acceptance from the LGU barangay of destination indicating the purpose of travel. Now, for residents who have no valid ID as proof of residency in the province of Aurora and with the intent to stay more than 24 hours, again, you can present any of the government-issued ID, company ID or school ID, letter or certificate of acceptance from the LG or barangay of destinations, and last is the vaccination certificate or an updated rapid antigen negative test result taken or valid within 72 hours from the date of issuance. Please take note, children, below 12 years of age shall be required updated medical certificate issued by a competent medical doctor in lieu of vaccination certificate. However, they must be accompanied by their parents. Now, please take note for residents who traveled outside in the province and stayed in their places of destination for a period of 5 days or less for purposes of medical reasons, job seeking, and other humanitarian reasons. Please just provide a valid ID and copy of travel pass a slip issued by the PCP. Please take note that the municipal LGUs are given the discretion to subject the returning resident to rapid antigen test or appropriate quarantine procedures. Now, the concerned Barangay Health Emergency Response Team or BHERT shall strictly monitor the resident in case the said individual will be subjected to home quarantine procedure. Now, for OFWs or for returning overseas residents, you are required to present a valid ID as proof of your residency and updated quarantine certificate issued by the Bureau of Quarantine. For resident traders, a valid ID as proof of residency and travel food pass applicable for deliveries for food items. Now, subject to the conformity of every concerned municipality, resident traders and their employees who purchase and transport agricultural products, goods, merchandise, and other commodities produced in the province for delivery to other provinces shall be exempted from undergoing quarantine procedures provided that their travel will not exceed 36 hours upon exit from the PC. So those are the summaries of the Aurora Baler restriction. It's quite a lot, isn't it? So again, you can always refer to what I've shared to you so that at least you can use it as your point of reference. God bless you, ER. Stay safe and have a pleasant flight on your journey back to the Philippines. From Reynaldo Fry, if they take out that RT-PCR test and rapid antigen test, that would be great, to be honest with you. That's not going to stop the pandemic at all. All that does is burden to your wallet and time. From Reynaldo Fry as well, he said no RT-PCR or rapid antigen for fully vaccinated Filipino US citizen. So I can understand the sentiment or feeling of Reynaldo Fry regarding this one. I hope later on, once the COVID cases actually continues to decrease, hoping that can be taken into consideration too. Thank you, Reynaldo. God bless and stay safe. From Ahava, regarding passport validity requirement is at least 6 months and beyond. I'm planning to visit the Philippines in February and my passport will expire in June. Would I still be allowed to enter the country? Ahava, I did answer your question in the comment box as well. So again, please take note for the Philippines. If you are a foreigner, then therefore they are very strict when it comes to the requirement at least 6 months above. So that will definitely be a required for you. But then again, if you are a Filipino, then therefore, if you go back to the Philippines, that is fine because you can always renew it in the Philippines. But if you're a foreign national, then therefore you have to definitely have 6 months, more than 6 months validity for your passport. From Miguel Mondarte, can my siblings pick me up? Yes, they can at the airport, especially if you're fully vaccinated. Hava Miguel, God bless you. From Dominic DS, 18 to 24 hours fastest in Qatar for PCR test. Sidra Med, online appointment, no walk-in, CC mode of payment from Qatar. Thank you, Dominic DS. Definitely, this is very helpful, especially for those who will be traveling from Qatar and you have not found any swab testing clinic yet that provides within 24 hours what we call result for the RT-PCR test. Please find what Dominic had suggested so you can also coordinate with this Sidra Med. So that will be very helpful. Thank you, Dominique. From Neon CS, they will definitely bring back the old protocol once they let everyone enter. There's really nothing we can do about this virus. We just gotta live with it. Is there a difference if I uploaded my RT-PCR result during the first step? Hi, Neon. So again, just like what you have mentioned, so again, we might see some of those old protocols coming back. Depends on what they will determine as see and they see fit for the situation. Now, if ever you upload your RT-PCR test, for example, on the first step, that is fine. At least you have uploaded it. Now, the question, do you need to complete the EHDC for it? For the purposes of completion, the process, yes, you still have to, although there might not be much change and it because you already uploaded both documents on the first step. But the only thing that will change that you will notice is the two color codings that they have indicated. So maybe in the airport, that is what they will be looking at so that they know that you have completed both steps, step 1 and step 2. Again, it will just like be less than a minute or a minute process if you will complete the EHDC just for the sake of completion. Because I know most question is, Jamie, do we need to complete the EHDC if we have uploaded already the RT-PCR test result on step 1? The answer is you just simply have to complete it just for the fact that you have to generate a QR code that will signify that you have completed both steps. So that's the answer to that. Thank you, Neon CS, and God bless you. For Mozart's vacation, I appreciate the effort, but going back and forth between two languages just doesn't work. The difficulty is submitting the second requirement 24 hours before the arrival. What arrival? To Manila? Or my forwarding arrival. Luckily, my flight is from California to Manila on a direct flight and is 16 hours. So I apparently have an 8-hour window before the flight to register. My previous flight had a layover and that was over 24 hours, a conundrum. Okay, great. So Mozart's vacation, I understand. I think what you were able to watch was my Tagalog video. So that was, again, I'm transitioning from Tagalog to English. But then again, please watch my English version for the OHP or One Health Pass tutorial that will be in full English that I made especially or prepared especially for our foreign nationals. Now on your concern, regarding your concern, so since you have a direct flight to the Philippines, so you will simply have to base it from the time of the departure of your flight from California to the Philippines. So that will be at least within 48 hours before your actual flight. Please take into consideration the time. So let us just say, for example, you'll be flying February 15 to the Philippines and the time of the flight will be at 3 p.m. So you can take your swab testing by February 13. So since your flight is 3 p.m. at least, so what you can do is take your RT-PCR test February 13. So February 13, at least 3 p.m. onwards, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I suggest don't do it exactly 48 hours, at least within. So you can do it like 1, 2, 3 hours just after the February 13 3 p.m., but never earlier because it will be beyond 48 hours. Should you have some more questions, please just let me know so that I could further assist you. Thank you, Mozart. Now for Mr. Bodot's life. Hi, I'm a foreign tourist arriving on the 11th of February and I do not have a Philippine mobile number or a permanent address in the Philippines. So how is it possible to fill this One Health Pass in for all foreign tourists arriving after the 10th of February? Thanks, Mr. Bodot's life. I actually have typed and given you the answer also when you messaged me this question, but I would like to share this to you also from this video so that other tourists who will be flying to the Philippines will know the answer. If you really don't have a phone number, because you can have two options. The first option is if you have friends or like a fiance in the Philippines who has a Philippine phone number, you can actually ask them if you could use it and on the form so that at least any information relevant to your travel will be sent to them and you can just ask them to send it to you. Now, if you really don't have any, that is fine. You can just simply type NA or N/A, that means not applicable, so that at least you can complete the form. And then from Isa Britain, how about your ECIF? So ECIF, if you're fully vaccinated already, you don't need to complete it. All you simply have to complete is just the OHP. If you're not vaccinated, then if you'll be arriving in Clark or Subic Airport, then you have to complete the Red Cross ECIF plus the OHP or One Health Pass. Mr. Bodotslav, thank you so much. And Isa Britain. From Clars Duarts, hello, Miss Jamey. I am an OFW. My husband had been vaccinated from the country where there is no reciprocal arrangement. Can he present a digital certificate and upload his picture or his yellow book? Again, Clars, depends. If you are an OFW and is your husband with you and will you be traveling with him? Because if you will travel with him and he's with you, he can be considered as an OFW. Now, is your husband an OFW too? So therefore, if he is an OFW, so even if he got vaccinated in a country that doesn't have any reciprocal arrangement, his certificate will still be accepted because he's an OFW. So please let me know should you have some more questions, and you can provide me the complete details about your husband, whether he's an OFW or not non-OFW, or is he with you and will you be traveling with him? So I could give you a specific answer. But for now, that's the generic info that I could give you. From SD, 3 days regardless of the time. ST, is this for the One Health Pass? Again, yes. For One Health Pass, they're not very sensitive in terms of time. However, you just have to consider the time of the Philippines in terms of when you need to complete the OHP, because again, it's based from the Philippines. For example, if you'll be arriving in the Philippines February 15, so you can complete the One Health Pass within 3 days before your arrival in the Philippines. So just make sure if that will be again 15, so that will be 14, 13, 12. So if it will be February 12, so you can complete it as long as it's already February 12 in the Philippines. So with that, everyone, those are the questions of our foreign nationals and some OFWs that I look forward can help you if you have the same concern, and at least it will give you an idea if you will be traveling back in the Philippines anytime soon. So great news again is that foreign nationals who will be traveling both for business and leisure purposes will now be allowed, starting for foreign nationals who will be traveling for business. You're allowed already to travel February 1, and then for the foreign tourists, then you will be allowed to travel in the Philippines starting February 10. Please watch my video that will discuss the latest arrival protocols for all our foreign nationals, and as well as whether for business and at the same time for leisure purposes. So with that, everyone, if you find this video very helpful and informative, please click like, and at the same time inviting you to please subscribe to my channel so that you'll get more information and updates and tutorials whenever I post a new video. So with that, once again, this is Jamey Iris TALK TV, where we bring you latest updates for travels and other important topics that we can talk about and discuss that will be very helpful for all of you. So with that, everyone, God bless you and see you in my next video. Stay safe and stay healthy. This is Jamey Iris, simply saying all the best and see you.